Wilson, congratulations on the win. Did you feel like you had to put on a statement, victory, performance to tell everyone, yes, I'm not getting the title shot, but this guy's not on my level, and that I'm still the #1 contender in the division?
Yeah, I am. It's like I feel I'm not the #1 contender in the division. It wasn't anything that I wanted to put on a statement. But then the fight wasn't. It's just a fight that I didn't have an option. I had to take a fight because I spent money in my camp, spent all my time in training and everything. And Demetrius, we didn't have a date. They say he's gonna fight somebody else, the Ultimate Fighter winner or whatever. So I said we gotta stay busy. So I didn't have an option. So I knew it was gonna be it wouldn't be anybody from the UFC. It would be like a newcomer. And I knew I just had to put him away. I'm training for the best guy in the world, so I knew it doesn't really matter who I was gonna fight.
Mentally, was that difficult for you? Like, how long did it take for you to get over the fact that you were about to fight for the belt and now you're fighting someone who no one really knows and has never fought in the UFC, and you're on the prelims? How did you get over it, and how long did it take for you to get over it?
It was upsetting, but I think it took, I didn't let consume me, but it took a couple of weeks, for me to, it's just the magnitude of the situation. The Demetrius fight, it was not just the biggest fight of my life, it was a life-changing fight for me, and then you go back to reality, just regular fight back on the prelims, I thought it was unfair, but then, it wasn't anybody's fault, like he got hurt, that happens, and it wasn't him, it wasn't UFC, it wasn't me, so I did my part to show up, and then, thank God that I got this big win.
Has the UFC told you that you're going to get a title shot still? Did they say if you win this fight, we'll give it to you? What have they told you about your future?
They didn't tell me that. They say that the future's up in the sky right now. They're gonna see what's gonna happen with Demetrius. They say they wanna save him for the Ultimate Fighter finals or whatever. So right now I'm just stay sharp. I feel that I definitely deserve it. I signed a contract for it. I trained for it. I did everything right for it. Countdown and everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm here.
Does it annoy you as a guy who fought outside of the UFC that all these other guys who are not in the UFC just have to beat each other to now get a title shot potentially before you? Is that annoying?
Yeah, it's not annoying, but it's just not fair for everybody in the top 10, in the top 15. I think that was very disrespectful, for UFC to do that. And at the end of the day, when you see the cast of the Ultimate Fighter, the most ex-UFC guys, they're not doing too good. That's why they got cut from UFC. So it doesn't really make sense to me.
Now, I thought it was a very impressive win, but I must say I'm a little disappointed in the post-fight interview. You should have taken the mic and said, I'm the man, I should get the next title shot, screw all of you guys, give it to me. I was the one who came to fight on. Why didn't you do that? Why, you're too nice.
Yeah, that was all playing my mind. I think they happened too fast.
You wanted to say it.
Oh yeah.
So say it right now.
Everything.
Tell the world right now.
Yeah, man. Right now, I did everything right. Training for the title fight for Demetrius Johnson. I told that he won before, and I say again, he won it for me. So I want is to fight him. We signed a contract. We got a ball agreement signed. So this fight's gotta happen. I'm the #1 contender. And then whatever he wants to fight, I'm here.
Was the fight easier than you thought it was going to be?
Not about the same. I knew he was going to come hard. He swings hard, from my seat, so I expect him to come hard in the beginning. So I knew I was going to have to weather the storm a little bit, and then just impose my will. I was going to put him away in the first round. I felt that before.
And my last question is, are you going to play hardball now? If they come to you with Ian McCall or Luis Smolka, who called you out, will you take those fights, or will you say, no, I want the title fight?
If they promise you a title fight, I'll wait for the title fight. It's a big fight. But then if it's a sign that I'm going to get the title fight. But then if it's just verbally, I'll take one of those guys because they're the top contenders, Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.